Welcome back to Citizens Bank Arena for the second quarterfinal of today's CCAA Men's Conference Tournament. Up now is number 3 Chico State versus number 6, the San Francisco Gators. Mark Serber alongside Steve Becker. And Steve, this is a high-octane Chico State side. What does San Francisco have to do today if they're going to contain them and get the upset?
Yeah, you know, San Francisco State does a great job with their matchup zone, and they really try to slow the pace down. They have some long, athletic guys that are really making plays and trying to get some deflections and steals. And then on the other end of that, Chico State lives and dies by the 3. They really do a nice job. They have 4 guys that are averaging in double figures and really do a nice job of playing to their tempo and really dominating the game at the 3-point line. So this is going to be a high-octane, up-tempo, fast-paced style of game tonight.
Well, the winner of this game will go on to face the 2nd seed, Cal Poly Pomona, tomorrow night. And this is going to be a game where, is it going to be fast-paced? Are these teams going to come out trying to run the floor, or is one of the 2 teams going to slow it down, or are they going to feel each other out in the first 5 minutes?
Yeah, you know, San Francisco State runs a matchup full court 2-2-1 that they really try to slow the court down. They did a nice job versus us. Domingos Hills, they did a nice job of us slowing us down. You know, I think Chico's going to be able to run right by it, and I think Chico's going to be able to play to their strengths and playing fast and getting good shots.
Well, we're all set as Chico State is yet to come out, although San Francisco State is on the court. As we're ready for the tip. Cal State Stanislaus won the first game against the Cal State LA Golden Eagles, and they move on to the semifinals where they will face Cal State San Bernardino tomorrow. But right now, it's all about Chico State in the white versus San Francisco State in the purple. And it's Chico State who win the tip and will be attacking the basketball to your right. San Francisco State defending at the moment, but when they get the ball, they will be attacking the basket to your left. So far, good ball movement. And Estrada is in, but he's fouled. So yeah. Estrada will go to the line early, and one of the things that head coach Paul Trevor said is that they need to contain Estrada.
Yeah, you know, Estrada, a transfer from Sacramento State, Northern California, born and bred, has been a nice addition to Chico State's addition for 1 year. Really shoots the ball at a high level and controls the tempo of the basketball game.
Good steal from Otiono as the ball's down low with Fodder. 3-pointer is up. And it's short, long rebound, well bought down by Overton Jr. Otiono lost the handle, was able to get it back, goes up. Strong layup, in and out. And it went off of a white jersey last, so it's going to be San Francisco's ball. And the Gators look strong in the early going. Yeah, they're playing at a great tempo, great place. They look like they're ready to go. Coach Trevor and Coach Nglima over there at San Francisco State have the guys playing hard right now. Otiono. Overton almost a travel, but he turns the ball over anyways. And it's Estrada going coast to coast, and it's going to be goaltending against Overton Jr. Yeah, great take by Estrada. You know, normally a 3-point spot-up shooter coming off the ball screens, shooting the ball, gets coast to coast and gets the ball to the basket there. Had a nice play there. Otiono to lead the attack once again for the Gators. Fodder. Working on the low post, drives into the lane. He can't get his little hook shot to go. Estrada once again. Good ball movement, and working down the baseline is Parker, and he's fouled. This one is a shooting foul, so he will go to the free throw line. Yeah, Rashad Parker's a very, very good CCAA player. Coach Klink's got him playing to his strengths. He's really pushing the ball. He's very explosive off the bounce. Right-hand dominant, driving to the basketball lane, as you saw, get to the free throw line there, driving to the right side, but just does a great job, plays so hard, really embodies the Chico spirit. Parker, 79% free throw shooter throughout the regular season. Sinks the first one. Parker, one of 4 all-conference players for CCAA. Parker, Rashad Parker, second team. Jordan Simple, number 45, here was a lone first-teamer. Amir Caraway, number 15, also second team. And then, well as Sean Park here, the lefty, transfer from Westmont College. So 4 players on the all-conference, which is great. Says a great deal about Coach Klink and the style of play that he has, and how the buy-in and how they play such a good team basketball game. Fodder, the center, is way out. Otiono fights through it. And the ball out to Nefi Perdomo, who leads pretty much in all categories for San Francisco State. And that's a great backdoor cut. And Brandon Tatum puts it up and in.
Here they go with that the 2-2-1, 1-2-2 full court pressure, trying to slow the game down a little bit. Chico does a nice job running right by it.
Parker. Estrada. Park comes out to get it. Now works his way to the top of the key. Around the pick. And he tried to play it back, but a foul was called. It's going to be traveling.
Chico doing a nice job of setting the ball screen on the outside of the top defender, which is critical. If you were to not set it on the inside opposed to the outside, the guy with the ball would not be able to turn the corner and get to the position he did. Chico just needs to slow down a little bit and just slow down a little bit, get a better shot, and make sure that they're staying under control as they're attacking the basket. Not
a good idea from Otiono, but a bit too excited trying to break out in transition. And it's going to be San Francisco State's ball, rather, off the turnover. So a bit sloppy from both sides on that last play. 4-2 in favor of Chico State. Overton played it down low, and it's Tatum once again, 4-4. Great pass from Overton to Nefi Perdomo, who put it down low for Tatum. And in the end, it was an easy layup. Semple gives it off to Estrada. This is Park playing catch with Estrada. And that's going to be a reach and foul against Perdomo. Unlucky for the 6'1" senior out of Oakland.
Yeah, Nefi Perdomo, one of the better players in the conference, high volume scorer, first team all conference this year, really lit us up this year, had high scoring games. We had a hard time defending him. He's a guy that can really get it going early. For San Francisco State to be in this game, Nefi's really going to need to score the ball tonight.
Well, the foul was on Brennan Tatum, and there's going to be a foul here. It's an offensive foul. No, it's a defensive foul, excuse me. And so Park puts it in and gets to go to the line for the chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
That was on number 15, William Overton Jr., his first personal.
Overton Jr. with his first personal foul. The three-point play completed. 7-4 in favor of Chico State. Good defense from Semple. Is the ball given off to Otiono, and he travels. Trying to spin in the lane, but just a bit too much.
Yeah, Otiono, again, is a very capable, very good basketball player. He was first team all-conference last year in the 2012 and 13 season. Led the conference in three-point percentage and assist. So he's a guy that's very capable. He's now they had him scoring at such a high level and playing at such a high level with Nefi Perdomo out, who redshirted last year. So with the addition of Nefi this year, it seems to adjust the way that Otiono plays. But nonetheless, still a very effective basketball player and does a lot for his team.
Parker plays it into the corner. Semple drives baseline, and he gets fouled as he goes for the skyhook.
Yeah, you know, Chico's playing very, very disciplined basketball right now. They're really attacking the middle of this matchup zone. They're making San Francisco State foul often and early, and they're getting to the free throw line. They're converting. Very, very well-coached team. Chico State Wildcats under Coach Klink does such a good job that, you know, you have to really respect how hard Chico State plays and the level of discipline they play with.
Well, it was Amir Caraway who drove the line that time, so he's going to go to the charity stripe to shoot two when we come back out of this timeout. Talking about Greg Klink, his sixth season as head coach for the former Chico State player and assistant, and 4 straight winning seasons and 4 straight postseason appearances for the 2005 CCAA Coach of the Year, as this is a Chico State Wildcats team that comes in with a 20-6 overall record, 16-6 in the CCAA. However, their last game was a 69-66 loss to end the regular season against Cal Poly Pomona. So if they win tonight, a chance for redemption tomorrow on the way to the final.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I think, you know, what Chico's done this year, being number 3 in the West region, they've etched in stone a postseason appearance. So I think they're going to be a shoe-in for the NCAA tournament. You know, they have 4 guys that scored at a high level. All 4 shooters, Estrada, Caraway, Park, and Parker, are all shooting in the high 30s from the three-point line, which is, you know, oftentimes you get, you know, a few, but not all 4 starters. So that speaks volumes to, you know, them being solid across the board. They're so solid, and their guys play so hard that it really allows for Coach King's style of play to really show, especially with these seniors in the way that they've really bought into his system and grown up in his system, with that being said.
Caraway doubles the lead to make it 8-4 with just over 4 minutes played. Otiona to bring it forward. Benny Rhodes wearing the mask. Otiona swings it to Asoku. Asoku looking to drive into the paint, now kicks it out. And it's around to Rhodes. Asoku dribbling, spinning. Now getting it inside, and Fodder up with the easy layup. Great entry pass into him.
Yeah, great patience on the offensive end from San Francisco State right there to get a great shot.
Fodder did a good job to hold up and allow more purple jerseys to get behind the ball. As Parker plays it over, great ball movement, ends up with Semple. 15-footer, rattles in and out. Otiono coming in, looking to drive himself. Tried to keep it in, but stepped on the line as he hit that ball, and it's another turnover for San Francisco State.
Yeah, Atiano again getting a little sped up. You know, like to see a back dribble and size up the defense and see what you can get. Make sure you're not turning it over. Putting his team at a disadvantage when he turns the ball over like that. Now, with that being said, on the offensive end, you can see Jordan Semple, who's a first-team all-conference player for Chico State, is a heck of a player. Unbelievable motor, plays extremely hard, and is very skilled. He's just sitting at the free throw line, and they're looking to attack the ball out of that. So we got a good look last time down. I'm sure Coach Klink would like a better possession, but you see they bypassed the zone here, the full court zone, and you know, you can kind of see they have 2 guards that are posting up right at that high post and trying to get an inside touch.
Estrada into Semple, working on the low block, and he's fouled, but no basket, says the referee. So it'll be Chico's ball underneath the basket, leading 9-6 with 14 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half. Is Eric Fern getting set to check in? Going out is Fodder. Estrada to trigger the inbounds. Into Semple. Semple stops, great ball fake, but puts it short. Healy with the rebound. Leaves it off for Benny Rhodes. Overton Jr. And Fern not looking so comfortable as he comes in. First loses the handle, picks the ball back up, and throws an air ball, and Chico State will go the other way. Once again, quick ball movement is Kitchens who comes in, gets the ball, gets it right back from Parker, and that went off the back iron. Haley, the junior, quarterback in the attack, now gives it off to William Overton Jr. San Francisco State, the only team with 2 players on any of the rosters today from outside of California.
Yeah, you know, it's going to be interesting to see how San Francisco State responds with Neffy going out early with 2 quick fouls. It's going to be critical for their guards to really step up. Will Overton is a capable scorer at about 6'6", wing, really shoots the ball at a high level. And then Brent Haley had a very good game against us, 11 assists, was able to get past our defense and penetrate. But he can really assist the ball and create some easy shots for guys. He's a junior college transfer out of San Diego City College. As you see, Benny Rhodes puts up a 3. But yeah, Brent Haley really here needs to control the game and make sure he's not turning the ball over. Make sure he gets good looks for his positions to score the basketball.
Haley trying to fight around the pick. Rosso did well to keep with the ball. Osoku in the corner. Now getting in, stops, pulls up from 14. No good, and the rebound bought down. And this is Rosso. Kitchens. Back to Rosso. Over to Kitchens on the far side, just in front of the bench. But his shot a bit long. The rebound bought down by Overton Jr. Healy being watched by Rosso. Osoku. Little lob pass inside. Good pass and working baseline, and it's up. And a chance for the three-point play. Good work from Brandon Tatum.
Yeah, great job of Tatum there, really working the baseline. Overton does a nice job of taking advantage of a smaller defender, using his size and length to get in the key and make a play. Oftentimes he's able to shoot over defenders in the post. That time he found a cutting Tatum along the baseline for the and one. We'll see if he can convert the three-point play here.
Tatum has 6 of San Francisco State's 8 points so far, and a chance to tie the game at 9. Completes the three-point play, and we are tied at 9 with just under 13 minutes left in the first half. Rosso, and that'll be a kick ball on Benny Rhodes. However, good press.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting. They're starting to fall back a little bit with their full court pressure. San Francisco State is. They are putting a longer defender up top, and we'll see if Chico can go right past it.
Caraway. Parker's open if he can find him. Instead gets it to Rosso. Now Parker. Good ball movement to Park. Caraway sets the pick. Now rolls off it. Park still with the ball. Park driving. Park losing the handle, but it went off the Gators last, so it'll be the Wildcats' ball.
You know, the Gators' length right now is doing a nice job on the Gators' length is doing a nice job on the Chico Wildcats right now. They're across the board from 6'7", 6'6", 6'4", 6'2", and another 6'3". So they've got great length and athleticism, and we'll see if this can affect Chico's ability to get in the lane and make some plays.
2 seconds as the shot goes up, and it's long from Parker. Long rebound, though, bought down by Rosso, and they'll reset. Burton is in the game now. Rosso back to Parker. Parker stops in the corner of the foul line. Can't get his shot to go, and Benny Rhodes will lead the attack the other way. Nice spin move from Benny Rhodes, but a bit too much. Rosso picks his pocket, plays it forward, and it's going to be a charge against Rashad Parker. Well, I thought that Benny Rhodes had pulled that move off, but that's always risky business, and he got his pocket picked.
Yeah, you know, Benny Rhodes, a little out of control, turns it over, but hustles back and gets the charge. Really showing a lot of heart right now and turning it over and then getting back to take that charge.
San Francisco State coming into today 14-11 overall, 12-10 in the conference, needed to win their last 2 games in order to get into the tournament. And Paul Trevor said it sets us up perfectly because we've essentially been playing tournament basketball for 2 weeks now, considering that every game has been an elimination game.
Yeah, you know, that's one way to look at it. That's a positive, that's a motivating factor that you can use for your guys. You know, I think they understand that they're playing a good Chico team who plays hard and plays together. And you know, Chico got them with both wins. They beat them both times. First, they beat them by 17. With a huge factor on the offensive glass. They out-rebounded 41-23, Chico in favor the first time around, and scored a lot of their points in the paint. And then the second time around, Chico got them by 14, with Caraway going for 18, Simple going for 18, and Estrada going for 17. So, like we talked about earlier, with Chico having so many threats, they're very tough to play against. And again, because they have less individuality on their team and more team cohesiveness, it makes for good basketball, especially this time of year.
Brandon Tatum with 7 of San Francisco State's 9 points as they are tied with third-ranked Chico State with 11.5 minutes left to play in the first half. Tatum, top of the key. Hands it off to Otiono. Down low for Overton Jr. He misses his shot, and it goes off the Gators last.
Nice play drawn up by Coach Trevor to demand a paint touch and a close chippy, so to speak. Just didn't come off. Overton's got to finish that. You can't get much better look than that.
Rosso to bring it forward. Passes the timeline. Into Caraway. Caraway smartly pulls it back out. Rosso thought about the three. Instead, Caraway will take it, and he knocks it down. 12-9 now. Chico State leads San Francisco State with 11 minutes left on the clock in the first half. Ball played into Tatum on the low post. Kicks it back out. Stepping inside is Overton Jr. Gives it off to Otiono, and he responds with a three of his own.
Yeah, great job by Overton of not just taking the first shot available to him, but pump fake and deciding to get a better shot for another teammate. That was a great possession for them.
Rosso directing traffic. Park leaves it off for Rosso. Over the head pass. 13 seconds left on the shot clock. Long skip past the Park. Does well to bring that down. And the foul's going to be called against Sissoko. Or is it underneath the basket?
Gator foul is on number 21.
Oh, it's Osakwe who's whistled for the foul, his first personal.
17th foul going into the bonus now. Very early in the game to be in the bonus.
And we saw how important, well, obviously how important free throws are, but Cal State LA shooting, I believe, under 50% in their game, and they might have had the win had they done better from the charity stripe. Instead, Stanislaus, who were over 70% from the line, able to pull away at the end. In this one, it's 12-all between Chico State and San Francisco State at the halfway point of this first half. Tatum. Osakwe. Ten seconds left as Overton Jr. gets it to Otiono. Otiono driving, plays it baseline for Osiako. Great move under the basket to lay it up and in.
Yeah, great basket cut by Osioko, a transfer from Fresno City College, plays for a great coach out Ed Maddock out there, and very disciplined basketball player. Anytime you get a player out of Fresno City, you know that he's going to be a hard worker and he's going to be very disciplined. So great job by Osiaku of running the baseline and freeing himself up to try to get a baseline cut for the basket there.
Derek Brown inbounds the ball. Otiono comes forward. Tatum sets the pick. Otiono rolls off it, and he's fouled as he tried to play that ball into the corner for Osiako.
Wildcat foul is on number 45. Jordan Semple, his second personal team fifth foul.
Yeah, that could be a problem there for Jordan Semple picking up his second. He's got to make sure, he's got to be careful he doesn't pick up his third here. He's a huge component of Chico's success.
Otiono from underneath. Almost stolen away by Caraway. Free in the corner is Derek Brown. His three a bit strong. And Caraway comes away with the rebound. Caraway brings it forward. Well, Estrada was waiting for it at the top of the key. Instead, it's poked away. And coming forward is Overton Jr. And Caraway gets back with the rejection.
Great job by Caraway to come over on the weak side there and let them know that they're not getting any transition baskets there. Not normally a shot blocker, but Caraway showed his ability to get up and block a shot at rim level there.
Otiono being watched as he inbounds that ball by Estrada. Otiono again, 17 seconds on the shot clock. Otiono spinning on the low block, tried to put it up just a bit too strong, and Estrada comes away with it.
Otiono's really got to do a better job of finishing at the basket. He's got 3 or 4 good looks there as Sean Park has a hits the back end of the three in an early possession.
Atiano. 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in the first half. San Francisco State with a 14-12 lead over Chico State. Space for the three-pointer off the front iron. And the rebound brought down by Park. Gets it back from Estrada. Right back to Estrada. Estrada for the three. And it looked online, but just a bit short. Rebound brought down by Overton Jr., who quickly gives it off to Otiono. Top of the key for Otiono. Bounce pass in the low block as Tatum started to back his way in, instead kicked it out. 14 seconds left on the shot clock. Tatum working on that low block, spins in, able to break through that double team and kisses it in off the glass. Yeah, how did he get through there?
That's a great move by Brandon Tatum right there, showing his athleticism and his just face-up abilities at that short corner. Very explosive, very nice finish there.
16-12 now the Gators lead as Kitchens kicks it out. Estrada, Kitchens swings it back around, and waiting for the contact was Caraway, and he nails it.
Chico doing a very nice job of staying detail-oriented of what Coach Klink's trying to accomplish here. And it's very evident in the early stages of this game that they're trying to attack the paint and get the balls to the basket, okay? They're not settling for their outside shots, even though they shoot at a high level. They're playing very disciplined basketball, and I anticipate that being able to open up for them in the second half. That'll free up some of their good-looking three-point shooters and allow them to kind of have some success that way. But doing a great job getting the ball to the basket right now and converting.
Timeout on the floor with 7 minutes and 6 seconds left in the opening half of play. San Francisco State with a 16-14 lead over Chico State. However, Caraway just hit a two-pointer and was fouled on the way, so he has a chance to go to the line and make this a one-point ball game. But a great job from him to initiate that contact, but make sure he didn't get hit hard enough that he wasn't going to make that shot.
Yeah, Caraway's a big, strong body. He's a combination. When you think Division II player, I think a lot of times you think of the prototypical 6'5", strong body, athletic 4'3", 3'4" man who doesn't have a clear position. In the business we call it a tweener, but someone that's a tweener that doesn't have a true position, and Caraway embodies that because he's strong, he's athletic, he shoots it, but he's only about 6'4", 6'5", but he's strong enough to rebound, and he rebounds well enough to play the four-man if you need him to. And he's not necessarily as quick as a point guard or a two guard. So he's a tweener that's really effective in the CCAA. He's been a good player for a very long time. And he's a big component of why Chico's had the success they have. So as you can see there, very smart. He's a senior. He's very smart. He's very heady, and he made a nice veteran move right there. Chico on the defensive end needs to start putting some stops together, though. They're giving up too much in the paint right now. They need to force some contested outside shots opposed to giving up the lane.
Chico State 5 for 6 from the line so far tonight. Caraway drops in his 8th point of the game. And it's 16-15, the Gators with the lead and the ball with 7 minutes remaining in the opening half of play. Healy, Rhodes, Osiaku. Healy wants it back from Rhodes. Gets it inside to Tatum. Punches it back out. Osiaku going and smashed away and then stolen away as well, but the Gators get it right back. Tatum goes up and he's fouled.
Great job of protecting the basket there.
Wow, Magliotti is a beast. 6'10", 245 pounds.
Yeah, he came in as a true freshman, has really put on a great deal, probably about 15 pounds of muscle. Looking at him right now, he didn't get a great deal of time versus us, but now seeing him in person like this in the game, he really looks to have gained quite a bit of strength. He's going to be a presence in this conference down the line.
Tatum goes 1 for 2. 2-point lead restored for San Francisco State. Rashad Parker Gets it over to Estrada. Estrada into the corner for Caraway. Sent all the way over to the far corner where Rashad Parker's shot is short. And it's Otiono to go the other way. Derek Brown. Ball being swung around. Tatum wanted to set the pick. Now he works down low. And not really the best idea. And Parker looking to break. Parker goes up. Oh, and what a rejection. Brandon Tatum getting it done at both ends of the floor. And now coming forward in a rejection, this time from Magliotti. Yeah, why didn't he play more against you? Look at that.
Yeah, he's a big body. I think he's still developing into his body and learning his skill set as Kitchens hits a three there. But yeah, he's competing at a high level right now. He's playing extremely hard and protecting the rim. He's got a long way to go before he's a true presence in this conference, but he's showing signs of it right now.
That three-pointer from Drew Kitchens gives Chico State the lead at 18-17 with just under 5.5 minutes to play in the first half. Kitchens shooting just 30% from behind the arc, so surprised to see him unload from there, but that one was nothing but nylon.
Yeah, you know, last year he shot the ball at a higher level. He's not shooting the same percentage that he had shot last year, but you know that as a coach and you're scouting these guys, Drew Kitchens is a guy that can score the basketball. He can really put a few together and make some nice shots. So you need to guard him as a shooter. Oftentimes they put him in at the four-man to where he's taking the ball out and he gets trailing threes. And you can't allow him to catch and shoot because he's capable of going off for a number of points in consecutive order.
Otiono breaks the two-man trap.
Yeah, you can see Chico now starting to pick up a little bit full court, trying to slow the game down.
Otiono going side to side. Circles to the top of the key, gives it to Rhodes. Tatum sets the pick, now rolls off it. Trying to work down low, was backing in. And a reach-in foul will be called against Drew Kitchens.
Yeah, Benny Rhodes here with the mask. He transferred from Fresno State. Very capable player. Doesn't have a true position, but does a lot of things very well. Expected his impact on the Gators to be a little bit more than it has been so far, but I think as he kind of becomes comfortable and fits his mold and gets a true understanding of his identity on this team, he's someone that can really affect the game.
Tatum shooting a 1-and-1, he misses that. But this is a matchup right now between Brandon Tatum and Amir Caraway. Tatum with 10 points, Caraway with 8. Nobody else has more than 3. Oh, good bounce pass inside for Kitchens. Nice move, but Kitchens' shot was offline. Kitchens fighting for the rebound. Instead, it's taken by Derek Brown. The redshirt freshman out of Bakersfield leaves it off for Otiono. As we have less than 5 minutes to play in the first half between San Francisco State and Chico State. Rhodes gets it down low. Looking for the backdoor cut was Tatum. Instead gives it back to Rhodes. Three-pointer is good. San Francisco State retake the lead, 20-18. Caraway. Bounce pass over to Kitchens. Kitchens wants to drive. Jump shot, kicks it back out. And this is Estrada. Estrada. He kicks it out to Caraway. Caraway from distance. Off the back rim.
Yeah, not the possession there Coach Klink would like. Nonetheless, you got a good look from a good three-point shooter here, but you didn't get any penetration versus the zone, and you didn't really make the defense work. You took an early shot that didn't really have to make the defense work. So as they throw a backdoor lob here from Brandon Tatum going up, trying to get it above the rim as he gets fouled going up.
Now, was that a good foul from Magliotti to make sure that Tatum didn't get that dunk, or do you just let it happen?
No, I think you got to have more ball pressure on the passer, so he can't just stand there, do his taxes, so to speak, and throw the lob up. But I think that was a bad pass nonetheless. I don't think Brandon Tatum was getting that, even though he is extremely athletic. I think that pass was out of reach for him. So no, I think that was a desperation foul from Magliotti right there.
This is the second match today of the CCAA Men's Conference Championship. And the first one, the 4th seed Cal State Stanislaus took care of the 5th seed Cal State LA. Right now, though, an upset in the making. Still plenty of time, though. San Francisco State with a 2-point lead over Chico State, the 6th seed leading the 3rd seed. Mark Serber alongside Cal State Dominguez coach Steve Becker. And Steve, thank you so much for joining us today. Your insight so far has just been truly amazing.
Oh, well, thank you very much for having me. I appreciate it. I'm trying to learn from you, and you know, glad to offer any insight we may have on these guys. But great deal of respect for both these coaches. They both get guys to play very hard, and you know, interested to see that Chico is playing to San Francisco State's pace right now. I didn't anticipate that. I thought San Francisco State would have to adjust and you know, make some adjustments to Chico's personnel, but they haven't had to. San Francisco State having their way in the lane right now, not having to attempt too many threes. Both teams are shooting a low percentage from three. And if San Francisco State can hold Chico to shooting a poor percentage to where they aren't capable of catching fire from three, they're putting themselves in an unbelievable position to win this game.
So far, Chico State 2 for 8 from behind the 3-point line. Tatum missed his last free throw, able to make this one, and it's 21-18 San Francisco State over Chico State with exactly 3.5 minutes left in the first half. Tatum with 11 points, make that 12. 22-18 San Francisco State over Chico State. On the line, a chance to face Cal Poly Pomona in the semifinals tomorrow. Estrada, nice bounce pass into Parker, who looked toward baseline, smartly kicks it out back to Estrada. The shot was short.
Yeah, great look for Estrada there. Made the defense work, made the defense shift. The Wildcats just didn't knock down. That was a good look for Estrada, though.
Derek Brown, though, whistled for a foul. And since they're in the bonus, Jordan Barton will go to the line. 45% free throw shooter. And this time, foul's going to be called against Park.
Jordan Barton just doesn't look comfortable there at the free throw line. It looks to made an adjustment from once we last saw him, but on the free throw line, he looks, if you can key in on it, he lifts his right foot up unorthodoxly and somewhat uncomfortably on the free throw line. That just doesn't create a great base for him to shoot that free throw. Be interested to see if that's something that he picked up of recent, or if that's how he normally shoots his free throws.
Derek Brown looking a bit more comfortable as he sinks the front end of the one-on-one.
Yeah, Derek Brown has the body type and the facial features with that beard there to look of an upperclassman, but instead he's a freshman.
Shooting 80% from the free throw line this season. And he makes it 24-18 in favor of San Francisco State. Just over 3 minutes left in the opening period. Reach and foul was called, although Parker looked a bit out of control there.
Yeah, he did. They looked to be pushing the tempo a little bit. San Francisco State, though they're fouling right now, and not ideally would you want to put Chico State on the free throw line consecutively like this, they're playing to their tempo, and they're really slowing Chico down right now. They're doing a nice job on the defensive end.
Chico State 6 for 8 from the line tonight. Make that 7 for 9. Not a bad percentage, over 75%. As that will make it 24-19. Chance to cut the deficit to 4 for Rashad Parker. And rattles in. 24-20 with just over 3 minutes left in the first half. Otiono. Zigging and zagging beyond Estrada. Derek Brown. Brown with a nice crossover. Tatum set the screen, and he's fouled as he goes up for the shot.
Yeah, that was a mistake on the Wildcat, Chico Wildcats right there. You don't want to bail out a freshman trying to create for himself, playing a little bit outside of himself. Brown is more effective around the basket, setting screens, being physical, using his athleticism to create open looks for other people. He's not a guy that is particularly biggest strength would be creating off the bounce. So not a great foul there for the Chico Wildcats as Brown makes his first free throw.
And Brown has made his last three free throws in quick succession. 4 free throws in a row as he's gone to the line the last 2 times the Gators have gone down the court. Estrada gets it over to Parker. Rhodes is watching him. Lucky he didn't get called for a reach-in. And a great baseline move by Parker as he lays it up and in.
There he is again. Rashad Parker, very quick, very explosive. Single-handedly knifing through the defense of San Francisco State right there. And again, right-hand dominant, getting on that right side of the court and really making a very nice play.
Just over 2 minutes left in the first half. The Gators with a 4-point lead. Tatum working inside. Lost the handle, got it back, puts it up a bit too strong as it rolled around and out. And the ball will stay with the Gators. Tatum leads all scorers with 12 points. Amir Caraway for Chico State has 8. Make that 12 points for Tatum. He's pulling it back out as Otiono. Minute 50 on the game clock. 14 seconds on the shot clock here in the first half. Otiono with a fadeaway. That one in and out. Loose rebound, bought down by Saku, kicks it back out. And a chance to reset. Benny Rhodes, a bit strong. And another rebound, 3rd rebound in a row by the Gators, and a timeout called. As great job by Paul Trevor to see that his man was surrounded by 3 white jerseys, so he makes sure to keep possession by stopping the clock.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Klink isn't too happy about some of those calls, but nonetheless, Chico's got to do a better job of keeping these guys off the glass. That's too many second chance opportunities there that you just can't allow for if you're going to win a CCA tournament conference game of this nature. Guys got to really play outside of themselves and really rebound the basketball. I think, in my opinion, it looks like, San Francisco State at this point is dominating the glass, especially in the offensive end right now.
San Francisco State with 21 rebounds to Chico State's 10.
Yeah.
Illustrating your point. 13 of those on the defensive boards, exactly what Paul Trevor wanted, not allowing Greg Klink's side to get second and third chance opportunities.
Absolutely.
So the inbounds will be triggered from under the basket, and Otiono will back up to midcourt. Hands it off to Rhodes, circle dribble. Rhodes wanted it back on the low block. Instead, it's Tatum, top of the key. Leaves it off for Otiono. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Just over a minute left in the first half. Driving in, spinning, and putting it up. And then Rhodes was fouled as he went up for the jam, and he looks to be under some duress.
Yeah, Benny Rhodes showing his athleticism right there, going up and finding it up above the rim and trying to finish it. We'll see if he gets up here smoothly. Is able to knock down his free throws. But Brandon Tatum, especially explosive off the bounce. Guys closing out, Barton, Kitchens, Caraway, Simple, whoever's guarding Brandon Tatum, need to keep him at an arm's distance, in my opinion. He's very effective when he's slashing and utilizing his athleticism and his length, getting to the basket. Less effective taking contested outside shots. So when you're closing out on him, you got to understand that he's looking to get back in the key and make a play.
Benny Rhodes, the 6'6" senior, took a hard foul, but he's going to soldier on. 1 minute and 6 seconds remaining in the first half. And a chance to make this a 5-point lead for Chico State, for the Gators. Nada Pelchek's in for the Chico State Wildcats.
Also another capable shooter from the perimeter.
Looking to make it a 5-point lead as Rhodes misses both. So it remains 26-22 in favor of the Gators. The Wildcats looking to close down the deficit through Rashad Parker to Estrada. 51 seconds left and a timeout called. Looks like Paul Trevor wants to draw something up here.
Yeah, you know, if I know Coach Klink, he's going to draw something up that's going to put his guys in position to score the basketball. I'd look to get Rashad Parker the ball in a ball screen action with a pick and pop shooter that can pop back if they hard hedge or if they plug screen him, and allow for a pick and pop shot. If not, Rashad Parker turn the corner and get into the lane with the weak side bigs crashing the glass and really trying to make sure you come up with a basket here. It would be a big deficit for them to put themselves in here if they didn't come up with a basket here, closing out the first half.
So it was Klink who called that timeout to draw up that play. Paul Trevor looking to get things done at the defensive end for his San Francisco Gators. 17 seconds left on the shot clock, 45 seconds left in the first half. Estrada gets it into the low post for Burton, kicks it back out. Estrada for three, nails it. 1-point game with 30 seconds left. San Francisco State 26, Chico State 25.
Yeah, great possession there, great focus, great way to stay patient on the offensive end from Chico right there and come up with something.
Shot clock is off, so Chico State will hold, or excuse me, San Francisco State will hold for the last shot. 9 seconds left now. Otiono, angle dribble to his left and then falling over, but able to keep it up was Brown. Kicked across Otiono, atop the key, 0.1 seconds left. And is there gonna be a foul? Park whistled for the foul with a desperation shot. And Steve Becker, the look on your face means there was no reason for Park to do that. And right at the end of the half, Otiono's gonna shoot three.
Yeah, well, it looked like the refs missed one there. He traveled. Brown coming off that ball screen, off the flare screen action, traveled and slid about 3 feet on it before the no call, only to have Chico close out on Otiono, unnecessarily jumping up into the air and allowing him to draw the contact there. A couple of mistakes on both ends there, but we'll see if he can make this and see if he can't open up the deficit here.
So Otiono looking to give San Francisco State a bit of momentum going into halftime. Hits the first one to make it 27-25, the Gators over the Wildcats. Second one no good, but still a chance to make it a 3-point lead going into the break for San Francisco State. Otiono goes 1 for 3, so just a 2-point lead at halftime. But San Francisco State hanging with Chico State, and I don't think that's what many predicted, is they have a 27-25 lead at halftime.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. You know, San Francisco State is a tough team to play against because of the defense that they play. So it makes offenses really adjust, and Chico's having a hard time getting in a rhythm. They score the ball at a high volume and only have 25 points at halftime on way to pace to 50 points on the game, which would be significantly under their margin of points scored. But with that being said, San Francisco State has got to be thrilled with their performance in the first half. Keep in mind, their best player, first team all-conference, top 5 in scoring at 18 points a game in the CCA, Nefi Perdomo hasn't played many minutes. So Paul Trevor's got to be really excited going into this half.
Well, we saw the lower-seeded team in the first game go into halftime with the lead. However, they were overrun, Cal State LA, by Cal State Stanislaus. What does San Francisco State have to do here against Chico State in the second half to make sure that they don't befall the same fate?
Yeah, well, I think San Francisco State's done a nice job so far of controlling the tempo and controlling the pace. I think that's going to be critical moving forward. They got to continue to play the way that they want to play and continue to get the ball at the free throw line. They need to continue to get the ball. And first and foremost, one of the biggest stats that goes across here is the fact that they're out rebounding Chico State pretty significantly. So they got to continue to dominate the glass and continue to protect the three-point line, because with that being said, if Chico State's going to make some adjustments going into halftime, they're going to make adjustments to where they're going to be able to get past and go quicker by this front line full court 2-2-1 that San Francisco State's running. And when they do that, are they going to come up empty and take early shots, or are they going to stay disciplined and get good shots and really start scoring on the offensive end?
Oh, we're going to step aside here at halftime, but stay with us because it's a good one. The San Francisco State Gators, the number 6 seed, with a 27-25 lead over the number 3 seed Chico State. Mark Serber alongside Steve Becker, and we will be back with you for all the second half action in 13 short minutes. 27-25 lead over the Wildcats. Mark Server alongside Cal State Dominguez Hills head coach Steve Becker as a three-pointer knockdown makes it 29-25 in favor of the Gators. And a perfect way to start the half, Steve.
Yeah, got Neffy going early, coming off a ball screen, or coming off a down screen, I should say. Great look for Neffy to really try to allow him to get going.
And Estrada answers right back with a three of his own. It's a one-point ball game, 29-28 in favor of San Francisco State. Fodder working down low. Good defense by Caraway. Atiano got the rebound, but he was stripped. And Semple brings it forward, leaves it off for Estrada. 2 3-pointers and 2 trips down the floor. At Chico State have retaken the lead, 31-29, with a minute played in this second period.
Yeah, the Gators cannot allow for Chico to get going from behind the three-point line. Obviously, Estrada hits 2 to start the second half. Great pull-up by Will Overton right there. But Chico's doing a much better job at running right by this press and getting good looks again.
Great bounce pass from Semple. And Park puts it in. 33-31 now, Chico State with the lead. On the line, a chance to face the number 2 seeded Cal Poly Pomona in the semifinals of the CCAA tournament as the Gators tie it up at 33 with a nice little backdoor pass of their own and an easy layup. Rashad Parker is fouled. You can't look away in this beginning of the second half. Every time you look away, somebody's scoring.
Yeah, this is great tempo basketball to be played right now. These guys are playing really fast and transition to the basketball.
Minute and 45 seconds into the second half. 33-33 Chico State Wildcats and San Francisco State Gators. Estrada gets over Rashad Parker. Park, nice entry ball into Semple. Semple too strong.
Semple's got to take his time there. He's got to make sure he comes up with something there. That was a rush shot, was looking for a foul. He needs to play through that and play stronger in that lane.
Perdomo wants it back. Instead, Benny Rhodes is going to keep it. Otiono. 15 seconds left on the shot clock as Otiono pulls it out. Fodder sets the pick. Rashad Parker fights his way through it. Otiono kicks it back out with 7 seconds left, and Benny drains the three. Benny Rhodes makes it 36-33, San Francisco State.
Yeah, great job of Otiono being very, very controlled in his action right there. Got in the lane, could have had a shot himself, kicked it out for a better shot, and they knocked down an open three.
Park comes back to get it from Semple. Into the corner, and now driving baseline is Caraway. Puts it up and puts it short. Otiono to go the other way. Rather played it behind Overton, but he's able to get it. Perdomo didn't see many minutes in the first half after getting into some early foul trouble, starting here in the second. Working baseline is Overton, and he's able to kiss it off the glass. 5-point lead restored for the Gators, 38-33, with 16 minutes and 40 seconds left in the contest. And Parker with a nice move of his own. The lanes are just opening up for both sides here.
Yeah, again, Rashad Parker doing a great job getting to the strong side, getting to the right side of the floor continuously, and finishing in the lane. That was a tough shot right there. Nice athletic move by Rashad Parker.
Benny Rhodes, the senior transfer from Fresno State. Otiono swings it over to Perdomo. Perdomo stuck in the corner, kicks it back out. Overton thought about it. Now working. Now puts up the three, and it was always short. Long rebound bought down by Benny Rhodes, and they can reset. Perdomo waiting for the call from Paul Trevor. Perdomo looking to drive. Now baseline Otiono trying to kick it back. Instead gets it inside. Fodder with the nice turnaround and sky hooks it in. 40-35. San Francisco State's turn to come storming back. Parker. Estrada thought about the three. Has hit his last two. Instead gives it off to Parker. Parker trying to knife his way through. This time it's blocked. Now going the other way is Perdomo. Tried to give the little bounce pass to Overton. Overton looks hurt. Caraway gives it off to Semple, and Semple with the first dunk of the afternoon. And now a timeout called to make sure that Otiono's all right.
Yeah, I don't know if Overton's hurt as much as his pride's hurt right there for that turnover he just had. He could have shown a little bit more effort getting back on defense right there, but great job by Jordan Semple getting in there. Nice dunk, finishing transition traffic. Again, Chico State's got to continue to play at this pace. They need to make sure that they're controlling the game and they're playing to their strengths. And the more open shots and the more they're able to live in the paint and play at a quicker pace, the more open shots they're going to get from the three-point line, which is where they excel. Probably better than any other team in the conference at that. So they need to continue to play at that pace.
4 minutes and 45 seconds have elapsed here in the second half. San Francisco State, the 6th seed, is leading Chico State, the number 3 seed, 40-37. This has been a very back and forth second half after a first half which was really controlled by San Francisco State, despite the fact that Chico State kept the score close.
Yeah. No, San Francisco State's playing good basketball right now. Otiono is very impressive right now. He's getting in the key. He's making plays. He's having great body control, and he's finding open shooters. Benny Rhodes, more of a slasher than he is a shooter, getting wide open shots. You know, college basketball player at this level, regardless of your strengths and your weaknesses, the majority of them are going to be able to knock down the open shots. And Benny Rhodes did that right there.
And good to have Nefi Perdomo back on the court for the Gators as well. First all-time in three-pointers, free throws, steals, and assists at San Francisco State.
Yeah, he's had a heck of a career. Heck of a career up at San Francisco State. Seems like he's been there about 7 years. He medical redshirted last year. Been a very good player for a very long time.
51 steals as well this season for Nefi Perdomo. Although it's the Gators' turn to be on the offensive end. Able to break the press. Benny Rhodes will leave it off for Otiono. The senior transferred from the San Joaquin Delta College. Able to get it inside. Seven seconds left on the shot clock. Kicked into the corner. Rhodes is going to have to put it up. Desperation shot and an easy rebound for Rosa.
Yeah, it looked like Benny Rhodes tried to draw some contact there. Didn't get the call he wanted, and in turn, not a great possession for the Gators.
Rosa. Rashad Parker kicks it back out to Kitchens. Kitchens top of the key for Caraway. Caraway cuts back inside at the foul line. Good entry pass as he bounced it in, looking for Barton, but it will be a foul against the Gators.
Great action for the Wildcats right there. Played disciplined, played controlled, were patient, got a high post touch, dropped it off for a little high-low action. Now they drew foul from the Gators. Nice job on the offensive end by the Wildcats.
We have a media timeout on the floor. 14:20 left in the ball game. San Francisco State with a 40-37 lead over Chico State, although, as you alluded to, Steve, Chico State are starting to play their game.
Yeah, no, this is great basketball right now. This is CCAA conference time at its best right now. Two teams battling for San Francisco State. Season's on the line here for Chico State. You know, a great opportunity to get a good seed in the conference tournament and really advance their chances and give their seniors a great note to go out on. These guys have had great careers here for a long time. Been playing good basketball for quite a while, and it'd be great to to see those guys go out on the right note. And this goes for both teams. Both teams have some quality seniors on their teams, and looking to try to advance their chances.
The winner of this match will go on to face Cal Poly Pomona, the number 2 seed in the semifinals of the CCAA tournament. That game will be at 2:30. Before that, Cal State Stanislaus, the 4th seed, heads on to face number 1 Cal State San Bernardino. And if San Bernardino can lock up this tournament, then they could possibly walk up the number 1 seed in the Western region heading into the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that'd be tremendous for our conference, and for being a top 10. They've been a top 10, top 15 team for the entire year. For a long time, I should say, not for the entire year, but for a long time, they've been a top tier team. So it'd be great to see them rewarded with hosting the region.
Well, it's not going to be easy against Cal State Stanislaus. Is that one short? Barton tried to bring it down, and Barton's fouled. Second foul in quick succession by the Third team foul against the Gators. Rosaroso triggers the inbound. Caraway in the corner. Caraway working baseline. Jump stop. Great defense from Otiono, but Caraway fights to win it back and then played it over the head of Rosaroso, looking for the skip pass.
Yeah, Caraway just getting a little ahead of himself there. He got a deflection as he got doubled, tried to get rid of it a little too early, but the length and the Gators and athleticism was able to affect him, and then airmailed that one. He needs to slow it down a little bit, and he needs to be on the aggressive end. He was looking to facilitate that entire time. He should be looking to score the basketball at that short corner.
Rhodes leaves it off for Perdomo. Perdomo backs up. Chest pass to Otiono. Otiono gets it right back. Tatum working down low, now backs his way out. And the shot was open for Overton. Off the boards, Benny Rhodes goes hard to get the rebound, but he can't put it back in. And Rosaroso will slow it down. Kicks it into the corner for Parker, back to Kitchens. Kitchens looking for a second three of the night. Air ball, and good job underneath from Barton, and almost was able to make it a three-point play, but he will go to the line to shoot too. It looks like he got a open palm right to the head.
Yeah, again, Chico playing at their tempo. That was a nice transition basketball right there. They passed up an open shot to get a better one. Kitchens usually will knock that thing down 9 times out of 10. Doesn't airball it, and Barton's working on the offensive glass and gets to the free throw line. So great succession there. We'll see if Barton can close this thing out right here.
Chico State shooting 80% from the free throw line tonight. Barton sinks it. And Chico State now just 2 points behind San Francisco State, trailing 40-38. And a chance for Barton to cut this deficit to 1. Just a 45% free throw shooter, Barton, but he looks silky smooth on that one.
Yeah, he's got a nice release, I should say. Not so smooth on that one, though.
No, second one more indicative of a 45% free throw shooter as Otiono brings it forward. Has Tate in the paint. Tate spins, puts it up, and he'll go to the line with a chance for the three-point play.
Calvin Otiono is setting the tone for the offense for San Francisco State right now. He's doing a great job of getting in the lane, using his strength and his quickness to get by guys and drop off little passes in the key. So Brandon Tatum, nice job finishing through that, but it all starts with Calvin Otiono setting up the offense.
Tatum sinks his free throw, leads all scorers tonight with 15 points. As Rosaroso smartly holds that one up, gets it right back. Playing catch with Park. Now over to Estrada. Couldn't get his three to go over Benny Rhodes. And it went off the Gators last. Actually, it's going to be a loose fall foul. Haley whistled for his first personal foul. Couldn't see the referee call that foul. That mass of bodies right in front of him. Caraway working baseline. Kicks it out to Estrada. Cross-court pass for Rosaroso. And Park should have nailed that one. Gets the long rebound back. Semple. Rosaroso. Chest pass over to Estrada. Into the corner. Now driving baseline is Park. That was a nice move, but he couldn't get it to drop.
Yeah, Chico missing a lot of bunnies right now. Rashad Park.
Rhodes with a wide open three.
Nice rebound down by Semple, but like I was alluding to earlier, Sean Park getting a good look on the offensive end. And wide open jump shot, doesn't knock it down, misses a little chippy by the basket. Chico's got to start finishing plays here.
Second kick of the night on Rhodes. As Rosaroso will check out. Rashad Parker checks in for him. The 6-foot senior from the Castro Valley. Estrada. Semple swings it over to Parker. Parker just off the bench, gives it back to Estrada, into the corner. Park gets it inside for Semple. Semple goes up strong, too short. Barton gets the rebound, and he's able to roll it in over the front rim. Just under 12 minutes to play in the contest. 43-40, San Francisco State have the lead. And a foul against Chico State. Jordan Barton now in foul trouble with his third personal. It's a media timeout with 11 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. San Francisco State clinging on to their lead at 43-40. Like you said, though, Steve, Chico State has had their opportunities, but as you put it, they've been missing some bunnies.
Yeah, they need to start converting on the offensive end here. It's not a lack of good looks they're getting here. It's a lack of converting. So, like to see these guys finish this. Like to finish a few plays and try to, San Francisco State, to their credit, is making this, has controlled this tempo for the majority of the game and has controlled the lead for a large majority of the game. So San Francisco State's doing some good things.
Well, when we asked Paul Trevor what it would be like to play against Chico State, a team they lost to 50-67 on December 12th and then 57-71 on February 1st, and he said, well, they're a great team, but I'm hoping the old adage that it's hard to beat a good team 3 times holds up for us. And so far, San Francisco State are doing the job. However, just a 3-point lead and still a ton of basketball left to play.
Oh, yeah. Great deal of basketball left to be played, but there may be some validity to that.
Haley, who's actually from Chico, is going to inbound the ball for San Francisco State. Tipped out of bounds. Gator ball right in front of their own bench. Haley's able to break through. Fodder's right on the foul line. Kick back out to Derek Brown. Over to Healy. Perdomo will pull it back out now. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Fodder sets the pick. And the three-pointer from Perdomo, in and out. Rebound brought down by Osakwe. Osakwe waits, goes up, and puts it in. 45-40 now, San Francisco State lead Chico State with just over 11 minutes to play in the game. And Semple uncharacteristically loses the handle. Eight turnovers now for Chico State. As Derek Brown puts one up from 15. Nothing but net. Nice little run here from San Francisco State. Scored the last 4 points and lead 47-40 with under 11 minutes to go. Quick ball movement. Falls into the hands of Caraway. Caraway top the key for Estrada. Touch pass over to Rashad Parker, and he buries the three to stop the run. 47-43 now, San Francisco State lead. Healy. Parker all over him. Brown. Perdomo wanted Healy to get the ball. Healy thought about driving, instead kicks it out to Brown. Top of the key for Osakwe. And Perdomo will pull it out with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Goes around the double screen, 6 seconds left. Perdomo plays it across. Derek Brown has to put it up with 3 seconds left, and it hit off the rim, and it's an easy rebound for Parker.
Chico has got to finish a play right now. Good attack by Rashad Parker right there, getting in there and key and making a play. Making it a 2-point game here. That's a nice attack move by Rashad Parker.
Parker with the last 5 points as the deficit cut to 2. 47-45 now, Gators lead. And now it's the Gators who are clanging their shots off the rim. Park. Rashad Parker again. This one a bit too strong.
There's Semple down there getting extra possessions for his team, hustle points, things that don't show up on the stat line. Doing a great job down there.
And the foul's going to go against Fodder. Fodder with his 3rd personal foul. Park checks out. As Barton comes back in, rather. 3 fouls for Barton, has to be careful. Fodder and Brown leave us for San Francisco State. Trying to play it inside for Barton. Barton smartly pushes it out for Parker. Parker, who has the last 5 points of this game. Estrada puts it on the floor, now gives it off to Parker. Parker gets around the pick from Barton, works his way in. Beautiful pass down low. And Asaku's going to be whistled for the push on Semple.
It's a nice pass. Rashad Parker is really starting to take over on the offensive end and really be aggressive, getting to the basket and facilitating for his teammates. It's a nice little dump off there for Rashad Parker to Jordan Semple.
17 foul, which means we're in the single bonus. So 1-1 for Jordan Semple. 66% free throw shooter. Monster on the glass, 198 rebounds coming into tonight. 145 of them on the defensive end. As Semple drops in the first one, and it's now a 1-point game.
Yeah, you know, San Francisco State having a nice lineup on the floor in Perdomo, Overton, Atiano, Tatum, and Rhodes. Two long athletic guys in Benny Rhodes and Brandon Tatum, and then you got shooters in Overton and Neffy. So we'll see if Atiano can continue to get in the lane and make plays for his teammates.
Semple drops in both, and we are tied at 47 with just under 9 minutes left in the contest. Atiano. Chest pass over to Rhodes. Nice cut inside from Perdomo. Leaves it off for Tatum. Tatum slashing through the lane. He doesn't get it to go, but he's fouled. He'll head to the charity stripe to shoot two.
Yeah, Tatum did a nice job there of drawing the contact. Very aggressive, almost to a fault. He almost fell over himself if he didn't get a little bit of contact there. He was really trying hard to draw that. But great, smart, heady play right there by the senior.
So Tatum will go to the line, 66% free throw shooter.
At the line for the Gators is number 24, Brandon Tatum.
As Rashad Parker's
I'm just thinking,
clearing up the sweat with the towel there.
these are the players. They shouldn't have to be doing that. Steve, get out there. Caraway having a conversation with the official. Looks to be nothing serious, though, as both of them are smiling. Tatum to the line to shoot two. Already 15 points on the evening for Tatum. Trying to hand the lead back to San Francisco State. And he does just that, 48-47, with 8 minutes and 42 seconds left in the contest. Tatum nonchalantly knocks in the second, and it's 49-47, San Francisco State over Chico State. Parker, nice little split pass into Semple, gives it off for Caraway. And the question is it a block or is it a charge? It's going to be a block. Good, strong move to the hoop. And Caraway's going to go to the line as Tatum's whistled for his third personal foul, and that could be trouble for the Gators.
Yeah. Yeah, Tatum's playing a good basketball right now. He's scoring it, finishing around the basket, getting to the free throw line. He's doing a lot of good things. Like to continue to see him play through the rest of this game.
So 2 shots for Caraway. Just 50% from the free throw line. Looks ice cold on that one, though.
1 shot remaining.
Tatum to tie up the score at 49. Sinks both. We have another tie ball game with 8.5 minutes left. Atiano, Perdomo. Tatum gives it back to Perdomo. Bounced entry pass inside, and it's going to be a travel.
Yeah, he did travel there, but that's a great action. That's a great ball screen action, roll him. He knew exactly what they were trying to achieve, and they stayed disciplined in trying to get him that touch there. He just got to finish that. That's a great possession there. Empty possession, but great look.
Semple sets the pick. Instead it comes the other side for Parker. Knifes his way through. He can't get it to go, but Barton tips it in. The junior giving some huge minutes off the bench for this Chico Wildcats side, and they retake the lead 51-49. Seesaw affair here at Citizens Bank Arena. Perdomo almost slipped, able to regain his feet and get it off to Rhodes. Rhodes sees the opening, goes in. Good defense to put Rhodes off, and the break being led by Parker. Estrada, wonderful little fake, and a 15-footer to make it 53-49 in favor of Chico State. And sensing a run, Paul Trevor calls a timeout for San Francisco State.
Yeah, this is a critical point in the game right now. Great call by Coach Trevor to get a timeout here. They have to come up with something on this end, okay? If they don't, they put themselves in a position to go down 5, and you know, that's not a position they want to be in with 7 minutes to go in the game after leading the entire game. Great timeout by Coach Trevor. Let's see what we can draw up. I would anticipate them trying to get Neffy with the ball screen action coming off, or trying to get something inside. They've had success going inside, so I'd look for one of those two.
Mark Serber alongside Cal State Dominguez Hills coach Steve Becker. Hope you're enjoying our coverage here on Liquid Event TV. A reminder to follow Liquid Event on both Facebook and Twitter, as we've got a good one for you here. Chico State, the number 3 seed, 53, and San Francisco State coming in the number 6 seed, 49. But this is a San Francisco State team that knows all about pressure, had to win their final 2 games to claim that last playoff spot, and they did just that.
Right. Well,
Wins coming against Cal State Monterey Bay and Cal State East Bay. But this time Otiono has his pocket picked by Parker, and instead it looked like Parker's ball, but it went off of him last in the referee's point of view. Another timeout on the court. Is bit of sloppy play on both ends, and Greg Klink asking how that's the Gators' ball.
Yeah, that one looked like it went off of the Gators, but yeah, again, I would anticipate them drawing something up here to make sure Neffy comes off a ball screen, or get off Otiono coming off of a ball screen, and trying to get the ball inside. They've had, like we talked about a second ago, they've had success with that, but you know, Chico is a team of runs, so they need to make sure that they don't allow Chico to really get in a rhythm here, get in a groove, and start to pull away with this thing. Because Chico is very capable of doing that. They did that versus us this year, and they've done that multiple times throughout. So need to do a nice job of weathering this storm right now, and see if they can come up with something here on the offensive end.
And Chico State, as you said at the beginning of this game, Steve, known for spreading out the scoring. They have 3 players in double digits. Caraway has 10 points, and both Parker and Estrada have 13. Meanwhile, only Brandon Tatum is in double figures for the San Francisco State Gators. Nobody else has more than 6 points.
Yeah, that's disappointing. You know, they need to get Overton going, or excuse me, Neffy Perdomo going, and Otiono and all these guys. You know, they have multiple threats. The time to step up is now.
Still in with a shout, San Francisco State trailing 53-49 with 7 minutes and 16 seconds left. Mark Serber alongside Steve Becker, the head coach of Cal State Dominguez Hills. As we are all set for the inbounds here on Liquid Event TV. Otiono. Parker guarding him. Perdomo takes over. Overton. Fodder. Hands it off for Otiono. 15 seconds left on the shot clock, and there's that screen you talked about, Steve, for Neffy Perdomo, and he buries it. 1 point game yet again. 53-52, Chico State leads. Cutting inside is Estrada. Beautiful pass down low for Barton, who buries it.
If I'm San Francisco State right now, I'm putting the ball back in Nefi Perdomo's hands. He just hit a good-looking shot right there. One of the better scorers in the conference. I got to find a way to get him a touch here.
Fodder hands it off for Otiano.
Here they come with the ball screen action for Fodor and Perdomo getting to the basket.
Perdomo
nice
to the
pass.
baseline. Beautiful kick out to Tatum, and that's easy for Tatum as he puts it in off the glass. 1 point game yet again, 55-54. The Wildcats lead the Gators. Parker coming in, and he's really come on strong. The little floater in, and he'll go to the line to a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Again, we've continued to talk about it all broadcast, but Rashad Parker, when he's going right downhill, ball screen, non-ball screen, him going right is very tough to stop. There he is again, having success with the right-handed drive, getting in the lane for a nice little floater. Let's see if he can convert the 3-point play.
Rashad Parker with 15 points, averages 19 per game. No doubt in my mind that he's going to pass that here tonight. As he sinks the free throw. 16 points now to make it 58-54 in favor of Chico State. Fodder, great pass to a cutting Tatum, and he'll go to the line with a chance to shoot 3, as he has now surpassed 20 points on the evening.
Yeah, Brandon Tatum's playing some of his best basketball of the year right now. He's doing a great job being a very strong weapon going to the basket, using his athleticism, utilizing his length, and really finishing tonight.
Great pass from Fodder. Work baseline, and Tatum saw the space in the middle of the paint. And Tatum can't get it to go, and that could be big, as it remains a 2-point lead for Chico State with just over 5.5 minutes to go in the game. 58-56 in favor of the Wildcats. Volume picks up from the Chico State fans. Inside for Caraway, working on the foul line. Now goes to the low post, puts it up and in. And one.
Chico State is playing a great brand of basketball right now. They're playing extremely hard right now, finishing plays, 2 back-to-back and 1, giving themselves opportunities to get 3-point plays. This is a time where their senior guards and their senior leaders step up, and they're really doing so right now in Rashad Parker and Amir Caraway.
Caraway did so well to work his way into that low post, and then a little fadeaway with contact.
Right.
Put that one in. Chance to make it a 5-point game for Chico State with 5 minutes and 21 seconds showing on the clock in the second half.
Rashad Parker has become apparently the new ball boy towel guy of the CCA tournament. Here he is, completely selfless, going the first one to run out and clean the sweat off the court.
Well, it's probably his, considering that he's been the hardest worker out there tonight.
Yes, he has.
Have to give props to Rashad Parker. He's played an excellent game so far.
Have to respect that. Yeah, absolutely. Looks like they got a new towel manager that's taking that away from him. That's good stuff.
Now, do you think Estrada's advice is either cut to your left or stop sweeping the floor?
I think it was something along the lines of spot up on the perimeter. I'm going to look to get you the ball.
Caraway to complete the 3-point play. Second time down the floor that Chico State has gotten an and 1, and they now lead 61-56.
Looks like Chico State's picking up the pressure full court here.
Perdomo being watched like a hawk by Estrada. Estrada lets him come over the midcourt. Osakwe put into the low post for Tatum. Tatum crosses across the paint. Lays it up and in.
Brandon Tatum again back to the basket, doing a great job getting to the free throw line, getting in the key. That could have gone the other way, and they could have gotten another and 1 with that. But Rashad Parker lines up another 3, and it's in.
Nothing but net from Rashad Parker, and it is now 64-58 in favor of Chico State with under 5 minutes to go in the game. Slashing inside is Overton. Overton tried to get it down low to Tatum, but instead it's taken away by Barton. Barton has been so clutch off the bench for this Chico State side. Here he is with the ball, chest pass to Estrada. Parker. He's been on fire tonight, Parker. Semple. Park comes back to receive the ball. Plays it to Rashad Parker behind the screen. He gives it to Estrada in the corner, and Estrada knocks it down. 67-58 with 4 minutes left in the game. The biggest lead for Chico State, as Osakwe can't get it to fall. Semple. Smart by Semple to try and pull that back out, but didn't see the Gators player there. And a lot of bodies on the floor, and it looks like one of the Gators players hit the back of their head as they went to the floor. It's William Overton, and as he tried to get that ball in the pass, he smacked his head against the hardwood as he came down.
Yeah, I think again that was a similar play for Overton, like in the first half where he didn't get the play and was less injured, more worried about his possession. But Nefi Perdomo came down pretty hard on his ankle. He looked to be hampering that a little bit. Hopefully he's okay and can finish this thing out strong.
Well, by the end of that, there were about 4 bodies on the floor. As Semple did a great job to run, stop, hold the ball up, and wait for his teammates to arrive, but then a bit too nonchalant on the pass, and Overton unlucky that he wasn't able to take control of that and go the other way.
Yeah, you know, Jordan Semple isn't usually the one leading the break, though he's improved his handle quite a bit and his versatility quite a bit in the offseason this year. That's not necessarily his strength. So Chico State's got to have one of their guards come over and get that ball from him and don't put him in that position. With that being said, San Francisco State's got to put a few stops together. Chico's getting a lot of confidence right now, starting to knock the threes down, starting to play the way that they like to play in the first place. So San Francisco State's got to do something to hamper this little run that Chico's going on if they're going to come back and get back in this game.
Well, one thing that Paul Trevor told us before the game is that they need to win the battle on the glass. They can't give Chico State those second and third chance opportunities, and Chico State has got a bunch of those tonight.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Play resumes at midcourt. Gator ball.
So it'll be Gators ball with 3 minutes and 47 seconds left in the contest. Gators are trailing 67-58 to the Wildcats.
3:45 to go.
Tatum. Sakwe circling around to the top of the key. Off the ball screen is Perdomo. Hits it off the back iron. Tatum is down, and now the referee will blow the whistle as Tatum looks to be in some real discomfort. Well, you hope that Tatum's okay because you need him to soldier on if you're San Francisco State. Exactly 3.5 minutes left in this second quarterfinals in the CCAA conference tournament. The winner of this one will go on to face Cal Poly Pomona. Earlier today, Cal State Stanislaus defeated Cal State LA, and they will have the early morning game against the #1 ranked San Bernardino. And Cal State San Bernardino just leading the CCAA all season. Definitely deserve their #1 ranking heading into this tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. San Bernardino's very good this year. They have multiple weapons, play at a great pace, I should say. Play at a great pace and really do a nice job with, you know, Lacey Haddock's one of the top players in the Division II overall. First team all-conference, player of the year. Does a heck of a lot for his team. Mixed with all the combination of Division I transfers they get, you know, they're across the board. Kirby Gardner's transfer from Oklahoma State. Andrew Young, Texas A&M. You know, across the board they go. Jordan Burris transfer from Nevada. You know, they go across the board. So with the Division I transfers and Coach Oliver's done a great job handling it and managing them all to where they're able to have the success they have this year.
And this is me talking, and unlike you, I have no association with the CCAA. But from what I've seen this season, from what I've heard, some of these teams could very well compete in Division I.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's you know, the Chico States and the San Bernardinos and the Pomona to do such a great job that, you know, there's a reason why they have a hard time, and a lot of our teams in our conference have a hard time scheduling Division I exhibition games because, you know, this is one of the top Division II conferences in the country as Nefi Perdomo finishes at the basket on a nice spinning play.
And that makes it 67-60 in favor of Chico State. 3 minutes and 15 seconds left. Chico State looking to run the clock down here. The third seed looking to pull this one out against a tough seed, a 6 seed that has given them perhaps a tougher game than they expected. Parker nails another 3. 10-point lead, the biggest of the game for Chico State with just under 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, this is what Chico does here. Once they can start filling it up from the 3-point line, you know, they're very tough to stop, especially when they get their confidence like this going.
Little floater, no good, and Semple brings down the rebound. As it was Perdomo who was unable to get his shot to fall. Double team. Estrada able to break the pass. Chest pass back to him from Park. Chico State fans enjoying themselves. Just over 2 minutes remaining. 70-60 lead for the Wildcats over the Gators. Estrada circle dribble, try to give it to Park. Great job to keep that back in as Park picks it up inside for Semple. And a timeout was called by Greg Klink. And once he saw the pass inside and the layup, he put his hands in his head and said, oh man, I wish I didn't call that timeout.
Yeah, that's tough though. Coach Klink did the right job. They did the right thing there with calling the timeout. They were in a desperation act. Luckily they came out of it and were about to get a layup. But with that being said, great timeout by Coach Klink.
6 seconds left on the shot clock. So he's going to have to draw something up for a quick catch and release here. Perhaps a chance for 2 passes. Move the ball around before you get that open look.
Yeah. You know, luckily they have a lot of shooters on the court so they can space the court out and try to get a driving kick.
Rashad Parker with 22 points. Caraway with 13. And Estrada with 16. To illustrate your point for the Wildcats, 3 seconds left. Estrada puts it up, air ball, and it would have been a shot clock violation, but coming down with the rebound is Overton. Rather tried to force it into the paint, and it's going to be turned over to Rashad Parker.
Yeah, not a good decision by Overton right there. He tried to throw that through. I don't know if Steve Nash is making that pass.
Minute 45 left. Chico State holding on to their 10-point lead. Estrada thought about spotting up, so did Semple. Instead, he kicks it all the way back out to midcourt for Parker. Parker signals for the pick and gets it from Barton. Gets a second one, slices his way into the middle, gives it down low for Semple, who lays it up and in. 72-60, and I think it's safe to say that it's going to be number 3 versus number 2 tomorrow night. Osakwe with the 3, and he buries it. Maybe I've spoke too soon. 63-72. 2-on-1, though, going the other way. Semple will be called for the charge. Oh, the commentator's curse could very well be at play here. But still, a lot to do for the San Francisco State Gators, trailing 72-63. But they do have 1 minute and 5 seconds left.
Yeah, a lot of basketball to be played. With that being said, Jordan Semple's either got to drop that thing off for a dunk to Jordan Barton, or he's got to convert. They can't come up empty there. So be interested to see if the Wildcats can come back here and get a stop with Nefi Perdomo coming off the ball screen.
And that's not a good foul from Rashad Parker, because now it stops the clock and the San Francisco State Gators get to go to the line.
Right.
So not the most cerebral play in the last few seconds from Chico State. And the Gators can perhaps cut into this lead. Well, one official had signaled 1-and-1, but instead this is going to be an inbounds. Benny Rhodes to trigger the inbounds. Perdomo spots up off the back rim. And the rebound bought down by Semple. And he's fouled by Brandon Tatum.
Yeah, you know, from a coaching standpoint, ideally you'd like to get a good-looking shot from you know, one of your better players at the basket. But with that being said, Nefi Perdomo is one of the better players in this conference. He had a wide-open look. He'll knock that down. You know, 7 out of 10. That was a good look for him there.
Semple at the foul line. He's 2 for 2 tonight from the charity stripe. Knocks down the first one. Restores the 10-point lead for Chico State. Just over 48 seconds remaining in this one. Chico State pulling away. As Semple now 4 for 4 from the line this evening to make it 74-63. Largest lead of the game at 11. Atiano kicks it into the corner for Rhodes. His three-pointer too strong. Tipped back out to Rhodes. Rhodes stepping in, trying to get the contact, but an ill-advised shot. Rebound brought down by Parker. Parker almost stripped. Gets the ball back, and instead he's fouled by Atiano, so he'll go to the line.
Ill-advised shot by Benny Rhodes right there. I understand his idea of trying to get some contact and trying to get to the free throw line, but not necessarily the time to do that right there.
It seems like San Francisco State in the last few minutes have played with more desperation instead of controlled urgency, and that's the reason why Chico State has been able to pull away.
That's a very good point. That's a very good point. Chico State's been able to play to their strengths. They're able to start attacking the basket, able to start getting some good looks from the three-point line, and when they're able to do that, they're a very tough team to beat. San Francisco State did a great job in the first half in dictating the pace, and I thought Chico completely controlled the tempo in the second half.
Parker now leading all scorers with 24 points as he drops in both free throws. 30 seconds left in the game. Perdomo going coast to coast, and he can't get his layup in. Gets his own rebound, though, and can't get it up and over the front of the rim. Good move from Overton. He can't get his shot to go in. Nothing falling at the moment, and Overton will at least get a chance to go to the free throw line. Second and third chances for the San Francisco State Gators, but they just couldn't get it in.
Be interested to see if San Francisco State tries to extend this game and continue fouling, or if they're going to fall back and bring it back on defense.
Trailing by 13 as Overton misses. Jordan Barton, huge off the bench tonight for the Chico State Wildcats. A big reason that they came back in this game as Overton gets the second one to fall. 76-64, Chico State leads. 18 seconds left, and there's your answer, Steve, as Perdomo with the foul.
Mm-hmm. Well, Rashad Parker's been a tremendous player today. He's really shown a lot of senior leadership. You saw him being selfless and out there sweeping the floor, which you have to respect from a senior, especially someone that's playing so well. So he's been tremendous and very impressive today.
Sweeping away the San Francisco State Gators as well. As that should do it. 13-point lead restored at 77-64. One more shot for Rashad Parker, the senior out of Castro Valley. Averaging 14 points per game, has 25 tonight. Make that 26. Chico State will improve to 21-6 on the season, while the San Francisco State Gators are going to end their season at 14-12. As Tatum with his last basket, 5 seconds left, and that will do it. The number 3 seed Chico State Wildcats will advance to the CCAA Conference semifinals, where they will take on number 2 Cal Poly Pomona. Final score here, Chico State 78, San Francisco State 66. But Steve, San Francisco State not only hung in there for a long time, but had the lead for large portions of this game.
Yeah, they did. Till about the first, probably the first 10 minutes of the game in the second half, they really were controlling the tempo. Chico State stepped up, and whatever Coach Klink said at halftime obviously had a great deal of an effect on the players. Chico controlled the tempo in the second half. Obviously, Rashad Parker played tremendously. Senior leader that really took over. Amir Caraway went on spurts. Estrada went on spurts where he was really making shots, and they were able to play to their strengths, shooting threes and playing at a quicker tempo than San Francisco would have liked. And I thought Chico did a very nice job, and looks very good moving forward.
And a reminder that the tournament continues tomorrow at 12 o'clock. It'll be the number 4 seed, Cal State Stanislaus, taking on the number 1 seed, Cal State San Bernardino. And then after that match, 30-minute break, and then it is the Chico State Wildcats coming in at the 3 seed, who's taking on the number 2 seeded Cal Poly Pomona. But for now, that will do it for me, Mark Serber, and Steve Becker. It finishes with Chico State winning 78-66 over the San Francisco State Gators. Thank you so much for watching here on Liquid Event TV. And a reminder that in just a few hours, the women's CCAA tournament will tip off. So we have 2 games for you tonight and 2 games for you tomorrow, both men and women, 2 games apiece. So stay tuned here on Liquid Event TV. And for Mark Server and Steve Becker, we'll see you tomorrow.